Hi guys, welcome to day 6 of our 30 days design challenge. Today we'll be focusing on layering and object arrangement. So now today is our layering and object arrangement. So we'll be focusing on sending forward, backward, grouping, locking layers. So I'll be showing you some things and I'll be putting you through some little things we need to know. Now we are going to be turning the image into a perfect design element in a second. So let's dive into our design. Now when talking about designing, now when design is just like layering an object arrangement is more like a procedure. It's how things ought to be when designing. So on a very quick one, let me quickly start something. For instance, this design now is at the top. I'll first of all be talking about layering, and this is at the top. Now to see our layers, these are our layers where all elements we've included and or are being stored, or where we can see them. Now I want these layers. Now let me come back here. I want this black object to be at the top of this layer. I can do it in two ways. I bring it forward, click here, and I come to forward, to font, to the font. Sorry, let me click it on it, then bring it to the font. Automatically it has come to the font. But so I want to take it back again. So I'll come to my layers here, and this is it here. I'll just click on it like this. This is it. I want it to be behind the way it has to be before. So I guess I've not gotten it. Okay, still have to come down. So it's already behind. Now it's covering my content. So I need to take it downward. Okay, it's around this place. I want it to show again. Now it has covered. It's not behind, but let me just return it to the way it ought to be on a normal. Okay, let me show my design. It has to be around this place. Now me showing you the design again as. So let me just like this. Okay, this is covering it, so I'll just bring it to the front of this, take this one to the back, click on it, then to the back. Can you see now? We've gotten what we're getting for. Okay, now let's start our design. So let me unlock this one. So this is what I want to use to work on. This will be my board. Now I've talked about the layers and object arrangement. So let's talk about the object arrangement. Send it forward, backward, grouping, locking layers. Now let me bring in an element. I have an element here. I have this logo element. I want it to come forward. I'll just bring it to the front. So we will be visualizing this as a brand logo. You'll be visualizing this as a brand logo. Now sorry please. It said object layers and object arrangement. So you've seen the layers. These are the layers. Now visualizing this logo as a brand logo, and then I want to design for a cake. So when we say arrangement, another word, a graphical or name or organization for arrangement is called hierarchy. What should come first? So when designing for any a logo, is either a logo is not always bold or bigger, because that's not what you're preaching. So a logo should be very smaller, not that smaller. Then it can be either at the middle. Let me use either at the middle, right corner, left corner. A logo can come at the small bottom or at the center. It can only be at the top corner, left corner, or center. Then if the logo should be coming underneath, that's another design entirely, but it has a specific kind of design that usually has a logo at the bottom line. But on a normal design, the logo or a logo which is a brand identity is always at the left corner, at the top, or right corner at the top or center. So that's that on that aspect. So let's talk about text now. Text, we have, for instance, then we come to our organization name, which is, let's say, Paulina Cake Store. So looking at this now, this is the name of the brand. The name of the brand also work with the text, with the logo, where the logo is placed. The key is not always compulsory. The company name should be that bold, but should not be too bigger, because it's something we are intending to communicate. Because graphic design requires you communicating your ideas in a graphical method. So we come to our font. We choose a font that look nice for our. So we're talking about fonts that we can use for headings and the likes. So let's just use this Poppins bold. Then come back here, Paulina Cake. Then just place it here. Now looking at this now, we have to create a design. Reduce the size. Don't forget we are still on the 6, so reduce the size. After which, reduce the logo size as well. Then okay, what do we sell? Paulina Cake Store, Paulina Store. Okay, Paulina Cake Store. Then let us now talk about our product now. What are we doing? Maybe we are doing a 50% discount. So that's the major thing we want people to see. So click here, 50% discount. It can come in many ways. You can write it together or separately. Don't forget, you can also come back to your font. You can come back to your fonts, choose a nice font that look good on your. Don't forget, don't use more than two fonts. We also talk about font family as well. We talk about some font family. Now I use Poppins. This is a font family, so I'll be using Jet Petroleum Sharp. Then change the color. Give it a purple color. Let me use purple. Now you increase the sizes. Yeah, sharp. Increase the sizes. Then now looking at this now, this 50% discount is bigger than this. That's more of an arrangement. So there's more you can also do. So you can give it a shadow, you can make it 3D and the likes, depending on what we are intending to design. Then like I want to bring in and shape. What is it called? I want to bring in a cake shape. So let me just like this so that I can get some measurement I need. I need to get some measurements. I guess I should really get some measurements. Let me just copy this. Okay, and then come back here. Let me give it white. Now let me just give it the purple color we've used it before. We've used the purple color, so let me just give it this color. Oh, okay. Let me give it let me reduce the opacity. No, the color opacity. Let me reduce it. Then let me give it a stroke. Stroke purple color. Stroke purple color. Now this is more of how is it like? What's happening? Then you should be able to see what's happening. Let me just come back here. Stroke, enable the stroke. Give it the purple color. How is it not? Let me just come back to this. Okay. Opacity, reduce the opacity. Come to stroke. Come to stroke. Okay, let's just leave that. Actually, that's not. I just want to show us some. Okay, let me just delete this. Copy it again. Okay, this is the sizes. For instance, I want to impute my cake image here. I can just reduce these sizes. Reduce the sizes. Let me come back again. Let me give it a color that will be very visible. Yes. Then reduce the sizes. Copy it again. Copy it again. Copy it again. Here as it is, I can bring in my shape, my pictures image and place it on this design as it is, depending on what I'm about. What I'm about to do design. So earlier we said we are talking about. Let me just unlock this and show us what I'm trying to communicate about. So I'm communicating concerning layers and object arrangements. Now, looking at this now, I'm trying to communicate on this now. So, for instance, again, let's talk about the text arrangement. I have series of text. Let me delete it. Let me come to my code. Let me just use this one that is much. Now, let me give it the same color as well. Don't forget, you can use as many. Okay, let me use this color now. Because now when it comes to text, I want to place this to the right here now. It is my responsibility to align it to the right to ensure it works in alignment, because we talk about arrangement as well. So this is aligned to align it to the right. Why I want to place it to the right, so I want it to fit in. And then reduce the size. Then reduce the size. Reduce the size. Don't forget, I said on introduction, reduce the size. Then I can place my design here as it is like this. If I want to put it as as it is like this every text I'm working on will be on a straight line in these edges. So we also talk about this line I'm introducing to us. Now it's going to be on a straight line with it now, because I'm aligning I'm placing it on the right side, so I have to ensure it's aligned to the right. Then I want to place it to the left. I want it to be at the left corner, so I'll come back to my alignment again and place it to the left, align the text to the whole of the text to the left, and just place it here so it fits in. Then ensure, for instance, I want to place it on this color. Now I'll change the color to text to something let me give it yellow. No, let's give it black, but black is, let's give it this color. No, I use white. Now using white, now I will ensure that it works in, it is in agreement, the alignment is in agreement with these edges now. So let me just do it this way. For instance, these are text, right? I'm going to do this. I want to place it on this shape. Then I want to place it here. Now I'll first ensure that this shape is in alignment, it is in a straight line with a 50% one. Then come back again, place it here like this before I start any manipulation. Here, this same text I can change the fonts, do some little correction. As it is like this, I'm about to design. I'm on the go to design something different. So guys, time has been fast spent on this design. Let me quickly, so I guess I've talked about grouping, so let me talk about I believe I've talked about forward and backward elements section. So now locking. Now if I don't want this, if I have multiple elements on this design as it is, so I need to lock it. Now here we have the locking. I don't want it to start moving this way. This is the lock. Clicking on this place, now the text is not, I'm unable to move the text. Now come back again, click on this element. Let me see. Now this is the element I've locked. This square element, this is, I've locked it. Now I'm unable to move it because I've locked it. Now let's go to this polygonal cake. Now it's not locked because I've not locked it. I'm able to move it. Then once I locked it, I won't be able to move it again. So that's the functionality of lock, guys. See you in my next video, G7. Please do also like and subscribe. Thank you.